What if anyone could open your map in a browser, zoom, click features, and explore your data, just like Google Maps? In this video, we will learn exactly how to do that. Web maps let you share your work with non-GIS users, publish interactive maps online, use GIS in websites, reports, and dashboards. So, let's get into it. The QGIS2Web plugin. Make it incredibly easy to run your QGIS project into a working web map. To install it, you can go to Plugins. Imagine Salt Plugins and search for QGIS2Web over here. Then you can click on Install Plugin, and then it will show up over here. You can go to the web and then QGIS2Web and then Create Web Map. Here you can select your layers that you want to export in the web GIS, and then go to the Export setting and click on Export to Folder and decide your location where you want to explore it. Then in the Layers in the Appearance group, you can set the title, the actual layer, and then anything that you want to customize. And you can use these following options of open layers and leave that over here, or also the box if you have that in risk. So through this, you can pan, zoom, and test your travel directly in the preview you have, and once satisfied, you can click on Export. So when I click on Export, you can see that a web map appears over here. It is all stored in an exported folder, and that is itself content website, and you can see over here. It's in the format of index.html that you can open directly in your browser to view your offline map. You can again zoom in, zoom out, and then check the layers that we have over here to this data. Then you can click them and pop-up shows over here to this data's properties, and I should please. Here you can change its zoom levels in the Appearance tab, as well as the scale bar extent of our map. Web map, and then of course you can change pop-up that I just showed over here by just showing asterisk while hovering or not. You can also see the colors if you have vector layers over here. I'll asterisk so you can keep your symbology simple with creating sketching guys colors and basic. That translates best to the web maps that you want to display. Asterisk, this is the project folder that you can expose. In QGIS2Web temporary folder. Here in the resources, you can see all the asterisk, and the data is represented by GOGSN file. And the sources over here is for styling in script. You can view it locally and double-click the index.file over here, asterisk, to open it over here in the browser. Now, there are many ways to unload this on a local and over here we're using a local server or look in data. So what you can do is you can upload it on GeoServer, and you can also upload it on GitHub and display it through GitHub Pages, asterisk. And once your repository contains this page of index.html in the main folder, you can publish that using GitHub, asterisk, and then we would have a live map. You have to publish all the files in the folders in the Resources tab, as well as all the images and layers tab to display it in the live demo folder, asterisk. And now this we have. You have the open layers, and you can also use the Leaflet for this. These are open source, but if you're using Mapbox, you need to add your X tokens in the file as well, and the QH2Web export settings before publish, asterisk. Let's recap, asterisk. QGIS2Web converts QGIS projects into web-ready HTML maps. Choose Leaflet or Mapbox depending on your needs. Pop-ups, legends, and controls require no coding. Maps can be hosted locally or on GitHub Pages. Desktop GIS work can be shared globally with asterisk, and that's how you publish interactive web maps from QGIS. Without writing a asterisk, in the next video we will discuss advanced symbology and rule-based styling in QGIS. If that piques your interest, like and